Good evening, everyone, to the 10th Swadhyaya series. And thank you to Jungle Sir for timely pitching into the session because the speaker unavailability of the previous scheduled speaker. Thank you, Jungle Sir, for bringing the 10th Swadhyaya series of spiritual journey and teachings of Adi Shankaracharya, our great guru, Adi Shankaracharya. So let us hear from Jungle Sir, spiritual journey and teachings of Adi Shankaracharya. Over to you, Jungle Sir.
Thank you, Rashmi-ji, for a nice introduction. Namaste, all friends. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you are joining from. It's a great blessings and opportunity for me to share the wisdom, share the teachings, share the workshop, the great Indian Guru Adi Shankara or Adi Shankaracharya. What I got this opportunity just like that. A thought came one day because I had actually visited his samadhi and long back, and that was an opportunity also given to me that to share his works to all our friends, all our devotee masters, all our seekers, spiritual seekers. Okay, I will go to the presentation. Is it visible?
Not yet. I have made you co-host. You can share.
Oh, okay. Where it is to share? Oh,
Yeah, down you will see. Yeah.
1 minute. Let me just see that. Yeah. Yes. Is it visible?
Yes, Jungle Sir.
Okay. My pranams to Adi Shankaracharya Ji, and I am going to present Adi Shankaracharya. I think I have given a title. He is the reviver of Dharma in India, in the ancient civilization, India. See, I just want to share. He actually started his life in the 8th century. He's a great philosopher and he's a great theologist and also a spiritual reader. And he has revived our entire ancient Indian spiritual system in all respects. And this master was born in a village called Kaladi in Kerala. It is in the west coast of India. And he is also there are many difference of views on the date of birth, but finally it was concluded that he was born in 788 AD. And Shankara was a member of a Vedic Brahmin, that is what we call it, is Nambudiri Brahmin. Is a very special group of people. They are very much into specializing in Vedic, Vedanta, Vedic, and Sanskrit. And his father was Shivaguru, and his mother was Aryamba. See, this village Kaladi was situated on the banks of Churni, up the Alvai River, and is 6 miles from Alvai. Now a station on the Cochin Shornur railway line. Then, during the Shankara's lifetime, this Kaladi belonged to the Cochin area. And the special feature of Adi Shankara was by the age of 2, he could read and write Sanskrit. Imagine, at the age of 2. By the age of 5, he was initiated into Gurukul and memorized all the 4 Vedas, the Rig Veda, Yajur Veda, Atharvana Veda, all the 4 Vedas. Then, and at the very young age, Shankara's father died when he was about to 7. But by the time he also learned all the things related to Sanskrit, alphabets, everything. Then one side father is no more, mother is a widow. Mother is very much worried about this boy because he's already leaned towards spirituality, and he is always thinking of the very high level of spiritual thoughts was coming in. Then one day what happened? A crocodile caught his leg in the Purna river. Then he asked his mother to let him take emergency vows. What they call it as there is a vow. Okay, that means he has to take a permission from his mother to die a monk. Then she agreed, okay, and the crocodile miraculously released him. Therefore, he escaped, and also he got the official mother's permission to lead the path of spirituality, lead the path of the work that he came on the planet Earth. That was a very interesting story, it was said. Then he was searching for a guru, Sadguru. And at the age of 8 years old, he walked 2,000 kilometers from Kerala to the banks of the Narmada River in central India. There he met his guru, Govinda Bhagavata Pada, who initiated is into the monastic order, and he was the one who taught him Advaita Vedanta philosophy. What is Advaita means? Advaita means non-dualism, not two. What was defining and the moment for him and the mandate? His Guru Govinda Bhagavata Pata asked him, "Who are you?" He just asked him. Then this boy answered with about 10 spontaneous verses outlining that he was not the body, he was not the mind, he was not the emotion, he is only eternal soul. This is also he became a famous Dasha Slokish Stotra. That is what. He spontaneously came at the age of, very young age when we met the master. Then he mastered the Advaita Vedanta in 4 years. His guru commanded him to travel to Kashi, that is Varanasi, to write definite commentaries on sacred text, which includes all the Vedas, Upanishad, all the spiritual what you call the text which was there and which was required a very clear commentary, which is lacking then. Then he, at the age of 12, then he has to write the commentary, what they call it, Prasthanatraya Bhashyas. The Bhashya here is what was told is, see, any text which is there, which has to be clearly communicated to people, which they have to understand. Therefore, he has to work at Upanishad, Bhagavad Gita, and Brahma Sutras very, very clearly, because it was all in a sutra form. It was not clear. Many people may interpret many, many ways, but he, at that age, he has defined, he made it very clear for the common people to understand about the entire wisdom, entire knowledge of Upanishad, Bhagavad Gita, and Brahma Sutras. This is the work which he has brought it to all the people in this. Then, at the age of 30 to 60, the mission, what he called it, Dik Vijaya. He spent his late teens and 20s traveling across the entire Indian subcontinent, entire, breadth and length of the whole of India. At that age, he walked through, and the purpose of the mission was to have a debate, that debate on the spiritual subject, whichever requires certain clarity. He went and had a debate with all those masters who are there, and also he brought out a lot of clarity and made it as a very clear text for the people to follow it in the future. Then at that time, and the 8th century, when during his time, then there is no Hindu religion. Actually, it was Sanatana Dharma. That is what they call it as. This also called Hinduism. Actually, locally it was called Hinduism. Otherwise, it was called as Sanatana Dharma. But he found that it was fractured, the lot of confusions, and people simply follow all kind of rituals. And there was also a Buddhism and Jainism was heavily rising. Therefore, it is undermining the great philosophy of the Sanatana Dharma. Therefore, he had to born on the planet Earth to bring back all the greatness of Sanatana Dharma. That was his mission on the planet Earth. But it was also said that it's a very, very hostile environment was prevailing when he was there. It was very unclear. There was a lot of confusions everywhere, and there are different sects, different people taking different views, and that a lot of confusion was prevailing. And he came and he did a lot of work to clarify and bring a clarity among the people of India. Then I also want to share, just for our own understanding, what is Sanatana Dharma? Sanatana Dharma is a original, is a native name for the religion and the way of the now globally today as Hinduism. Actually, the Hinduism is given by Britishers. Actually, this word came from them because they want to the people who migrated from the other part and they said that they crossed the Hindu river, therefore they called us a Hindu people or Hinduism. Okay, this Sanatana Dharma comes from Sanskrit, and translating it reveals the deep philosophy behind it. What is Sanatana means? Sanatana means eternal, timeless. There is no time for that. There is no beginning, there is no end. And it is also called Sanatana is a dharma, is a duty, cosmic order, righteousness, moral law, or that which sustains life and the universe. This is what Sanatana Dharma, which he was defining. Therefore, Sanatana Dharma translates roughly the eternal way, the timeless cosmic order. This is what the kind of clarity that we got it from the write-up. The core philosophical message, what he said, the oneness of existence. That is again we all love. Everybody, we also know all the people who we also learning oneness and oneness. Everything existing is all one. That is Shankara's, central thesis is Advaita, literally not two. He taught that at the absolute level, the individual consciousness, that is Atman, individual is Atman, and the universal consciousness is Brahman, are identical. He said that individual Atman and the universal consciousness Brahman are identical. Identical. He's not telling exactly the same, but he said it is identical. Then he also called the nature of the world Mithya. What is the world? Mithya means Mithya as a relative and interdependent reality. Shankara did not deny that everyday reality of the world, for example, eating, sleeping, working, all the things part and parcel of our life. He merely pointed out that it is temporary and constantly changing. The mithya is constantly changing, it never be the same. Therefore, what he says that consciousness is the permanent. That is what the key messages he brought. We all now, many masters, many research, we all come to know that consciousness part of it. What Shankara's vast body of the work in three undisputed pillars, what they call it is Prasantana Trey, and his popular composition. That, as I told you earlier, he had made commentaries, what called bhashyas. Then he analyzed the core texts of Upanishad, all the Upanishad, then Bhagavad Gita and Brahma Sutra, and he made it a very, very, what you call, uh, clear understanding. What he say that the description part of commentaries, see, it's a foundation for analyzing the core text. That is called bhashyas. Then introductory text, Prakarana Granthas, is simply as a textbook written for students, because that is, this one is Bhashyas mainly for what you call debate, bring a more clarity, analysis. This is what the commentary is all about. But introductory text is simplified as a it's a book form for the student to understand non-duality. In the Advaita, to explain to the student, he brought out the books. That is, for example, Viveka Chudamani. Viveka Chudamani is nothing but it's easily anybody who can read, who can understand. It is clearly, explained for anybody who is about the Advaita Vedanta philosophy. This is about the Prakarana Granthas, what you call introductory texts. Then also devotional hymns, what you call stotras. See, these three things we need to have some clarity. See, one is to have more clarity. We also have satsang and we understand things. Similarly, we also read books, understand clearly what it is. And some people also need to have a stotras or devotional hymns. For example, people are at a different level. Therefore, different level of people have to have a different understanding, and they will also follow the path. Therefore, the devotional hymns, for example, this is basically a Bhakti Marga. For example, Bhaja Govindam, Nirvana Sakatam, Saundarya Lagari. These are all part of the hymns. Hymns means they recite stotras. Because the Sutra is one form of what you call spiritual path, which people who have been practicing, they also go there. Therefore, everything is necessary. The knowledge is necessary. Then the Sutra in the form of song, music is also necessary. Therefore, he brought out the three levels was there that time. Even now also people is there, these three forms. Yeah. Then another key thing framed as a psychological tool that is called Viveka, number one. That is the intellectual ability to distinguish which is permanent, which is impermanent. We know that what is permanent, the soul is the permanent, consciousness is the permanent. What is impermanent, whatever the wealth, whatever the material, whatever the house, whatever the property we have, these are all impermanent. It will go away. Then, and another thing, vairagya, detachment or dispersion. See, developing healthy and objective distancing. He says that we need to objectively distance yourself from the worldly outcome. Therefore, you are reaching your spiritual travel of the unconsciousness. Then he also said that there is one particular word I find is very interesting, neti, neti, not this, not this. This is what he says, that a meditative process of elimination. I am not this body. I am not this temporary emotion. I am not this passing thought. I am the silence and witness of it all. This is what he explains about that the key teachings. These three things are very, very important for as a spiritual practitioner or truth seekers. we need to, it is, different masters have explained this concept differently, but he said Viveka, Vairagya and Neti Neti. Then Adi Shankaracharya's famous summary, what we call it as Brahman Satyam, Jagat Mithya, Jivo Brahmayava Napra. What is Brahman? Brahman Satyam? The ultimate, unchanging, supreme consciousness is the only absolute reality. That is what we understand Brahma Satyam. Then Jagat Mithya. Jagat Mithya is okay. This is often translated as a illusion, what we call unreal. A more accurate philosophical definition dependent on relative reality. See, Jagat Mithya is also linked with a consciousness. This is what thing. Mithya is nothing but we have to lead something practically. It may be an illusion, it may be unreal. Still, we need to is we are get connected that also with the Brahman. That is what he explained to that. It is constantly changing. Constantly changing. Mithya is a constantly changing. It's a temporary dependence entirely on what is ours. It is like what he says. How a clay pot depends on clay. Waves depend on ocean. This is what he is trying to explain about consciousness and what you call this. Uh, uh, Sorry, one second. Jagat Mithya. That is what he is. The both he is trying to explain that. Then another important concept he is trying to Jivo Brahmaiva Napra. He says there is an individual soul. That is what we call it Jiva. None other than Napra. Brahman itself. He said this is the Brahman itself. At your deepest core, your true identity is supreme consciousness. The deepest level, we have supreme consciousness. At the other level, we have a individual soul. We have both individual soul as well as supreme consciousness. That is Brahman. Then he did a very interesting work for the India. That I told you that in the 8th century there was full of confusion. There are a lot of misunderstanding. There are a lot of infight. There is in between people. There is a lot of quarrel about their own kind of superiority. They were in superior, ours is inferior. Different kind of things were prevailing. In order to bring, he has done which is even now prevailing. He has divided India into 4 geographic quadrants and established a monastery, what you call mata, in each corner of the safeguard. One Veda, one region will take care. In the south is Sringeri, that is in Karnataka, they call Sarada Pidam. Safeguard Yajur Veda. Then east, in the Orissa, Puri, they call Govardhana Pidam, safeguard the Rig Veda. Then in the west, Dwaraka, Gujarat, they call it Kalika Pidam, safeguard the Samaveda. It's still prevailing. He established it at the 8th century, and still it is prevailing, and people are there. There's a Veda Padasala. There a lot of research work is going on about each of the Vedas. Then in the north, Badrinath, Uttarakhand, that is called Jyotir Pidam, safeguard the Atharvana Veda. These are all the 4 monasteries he establishes. Still it is running, and they are preserving all those Vedas, which is the foundation of our Indian culture, Indian ancient spiritual wisdom. Then he had done all the works. Then at the age of 32, very young age, Shankara fulfilled his earthly mission and attained the Mahasamadhi in the Himalayas near Kedarnath. That is what his life is ended. 32 years, I think he is a very great grand master, and he has regenerated, reworked, made lot of things clear to the Hinduism, all the Vedas, Upanishads, all the text of India. That is his contribution. We thank Adi Shankaracharya for bringing back all the wisdom in a way in which it is taken a lot of all over the world has taken over and doing a lot of research, and based on this work, a lot of research has been going on and on. And therefore, in this juncture, I would like to my heartfelt gratitude to Adi Shankara for the profound opportunity to share his timeless works. It is goes on 8th century. We are in the 21st century, and we are still talking about him. That means there is a truth in it. Because of the truth, we are still continuing and talking about it. And his teaching and messages are very profound, and we thank and also my gratitude Rashmi ji for graciously providing this platform to present Adi Shankara's wisdom. Also to our audience friends, my sincere thanks to all friends and colleagues for your time, presence, and attention. I thank to the universe for the divine guidance in bringing Adi Shankara's wisdom to light today. I don't know much about Adi Shankara's teaching earlier. Suddenly a thought came. I started working in. Lot of clarity is there. Within this opportunity, then quickly I took a chance. Okay, I will present Adi Shankara. Oh, just like that came, and it is a great opportunity. Thank you so much, friends, for your patient listening. And thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you, Jungle sir. It was a wonderful presentation, really. I know he comes from Kerala, Kaladi, and few Bhajagovindam is coming from him, but such a detailed thing, mathas, monasteries, and Neti Neti, his Advaita philosophy. Oh my God, it's awesome. And such a short notice, you came up with elaborate. I thought only the messages of Adi Shankara, but you have really
Complete.
worked on it, complete work of, very nice, beautiful.
Now, what is inspired me at a very young age?
Yeah.
And also another story also there. His mother was very particular that when she died, his last rites to be performed. That was, he's worried about that. He said, I will come and I will do it.
Mm.
But as per the tradition or as per the ritual things, master cannot go and perform the last rites of any of his relative or his mother or father. But he did it. He went there, he promised he will do it. Another story also there, Adi Shankara was born in the womb of his mother, that is actually Lord Shiva.
Mm.
Because Lord Shiva took a birth and he wanted to transform all the confusions happening at that time. Therefore, a great grandmaster came at the very young age, started clearing all things around Vedas, Upanishads, Bhagavad Gita, everything he cleared it and gave that to the thing. And also to continue the work, he also established these four monasteries in four regions. Entire India, he covered it at the very young age. In that, there was no transport, and he walked 2000 miles. He has walked to reach out to his guru at a very young age. I think this is not an ordinary thing. I think this is a great grand power worked with him, and it is nothing but Lord Shiva took a Adi Shankara form, and there are so many things he has done. It's not the whatever he said is also not full. It is still there are a lot of gaps. Yeah, then Viveka Chudamani, there is a very practical guidelines to any student. Read that book and they will understand whatever we are talking even today about soul science. Everything is covered in that particular book. Therefore, a lot of things are
Things
there
are there.
about him. Yes,
Thank you.
friends,
Thank
anybody
you.
wants to ask?
Jyoti ji has a question, I
Thank
think.
you. Sorry.
Uh,
Oh,
Padma, go ahead, Padma ji. I think
yeah,
she
yeah.
raised the hand earlier, but
Yeah,
it's
if
down
you can
now.
share, because whatever I have
Yeah.
presented not full.
Yeah, it was wonderful, Jungle Sir. Thank you so much. Amazing depth and learned so much about Adi Shankara. It was like, you have really given us the gist. So if we keep watching this video again and again, we can internalize so much about everything that he came to do, and the great things that he did and the legacy that he left for India and all of us following the Sanatana Dharma or not, for every single human being. It's a wonderful to know of all the deep soul science and consciousness and everything. So yeah, it's great presentation. Thank you so much. And you are absolutely right. Even I heard that Shiva came down in his form, and Patriji used to
Yes.
always quote
Refer him.
Bhajagovindam.
Yes.
Yes, always, Bhajagovindam was his favorite. Patriji used
Favorite
to
song. Yes.
quote in so many speeches I've heard, lectures of Patriji. And one of the PSSM masters, actually, I have been told by a lot of people that he is actually an Amsa of Adi Shankara, who's born now in this time during the Earth's ascension and this
Wow.
great transformation. He has come to do this work. So yes, I had the fortune of meeting that master, and also, when we did group meditation. One of the masters here, she had this vision. She went back in time, and then she found that with she was with Shankaracharya as a monk and everything. So yeah, it's just amazing how he's still with us in some way and helping us grow. So thank you, Jungle Sir and Rashmi, for
Thank
this
you, ma'am.
wonderful
Thank you for your.
swadhyaya. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. Thank you so much for your inputs. And Jyoti Chandrasekhar has raised her hands. I think we have to unmute. Yeah, you can, please. Jyoti, ma'am.
Can you hear me now? Yeah.
Yeah, now it's okay.
Yeah. Good evening, everyone. Hi, masters. So beautifully you explained, sir, today about Adi Shankara. Good to know a lot of things about his work. Really happy for that. See, this is the book what Patriji has written using all his information.
What
Really,
I
it's
said,
a
what
wonder.
Patriji said was
Yeah,
correct.
yeah, really. Because Nirvana Marga in Kannada. So even he has used like Sajjana Sangatya is the beautiful accept aspect he has given through Adi Shankara, because in all these three worlds, this is the where we learn from each other. This is what in Gita, Bhajagita, Govindam, he has written that. Some principles what we all are following today is basically from his teachings only. Really, we have so much from our gurus. We are blessed to take that wisdom and imply in our daily life so that we can have a very good, better, happy life. Thank you, because this is the wisdom we are gaining every week from Rashmi ji, what you all masters are giving us through all the spiritual gurus who have done a great job for all of us to have that unity, freedom, to bring that peace in life and society. This is what we all need to do in our life. Beautifully, Patriji has followed it so well, and we are so blessed to be his followers. Thank you, Masters, for giving
Thank
this
you.
opportunity. Really,
Thank
sir.
you,
Thank you
Jyoti
so
ji.
much.
Very
Yes.
good. Thank you so much. You brought Patriji. Patri is very,
Yes.
very, always quote Adi Shankara
Yeah.
uh, in his discourse, in
Yeah.
this
In that,
wisdom.
yes, what that meaning also.
Sajjana Sangatya
Asatoma.
always.
Uh-huh. That is where I learned this from this
Correct.
Shankaracharya. Really is so beautiful. Thank you.
Yeah, we thank Adi Shankaracharya who
Yes.
made us all together
Yes.
and travel the path. And his energy is flowing. See, when we work with these masters, since,
Mm.
Lasmi ji said that, I said, I had not thought of it. I didn't think anything. Just said I will do it. Then
Yes.
last night I was just updating and also reading it, and a lot of energy came in, plenty of
Sir,
energy.
really, sir, looking your spirit and energy, I felt like now to go toward Akma Devi. She's also our Karnataka's famous
I know
spiritual guru. Yeah,
Akkamadevi,
I felt like doing that. I need some more time to so that I can also give
Basavanna.
information.
Next one is
Yeah, we
Basavanna,
follow. Yeah,
Akkamadevi.
in 12th century only, all these masters have
Yes,
given great spiritual journey for all of
yes.
us, and there were great life for them also, spreading this knowledge to everyone.
Very good.
Yeah.
Yes, Jyoti, we would love to hear
Yes.
from you.
Yeah, I
I
got
listed
that
out.
inspiration
I
from all of
listed
your
No,
out
let us
masters.
do it.
Devi. I listed
Yes,
out
I'll
also.
Let
try.
us bring all the
Yes,
masters.
I need little time, and so
Yeah,
that when
take
I
your
prepare, I'll
time.
take. Yes.
Yeah. Thank you.
I'll,
Thank you for
yeah, Rashmiji, great work.
proactively coming up.
Yes.
Yeah,
I was
Rashmi,
very
this
happy, when I went to this place, his Samadhi. At that time itself, I felt so Kedarnath, very opposite to there is a temple. And
Yes.
then if you go further, walk up there, you can see his Samadhi. Then my wife and myself and other friends, we sat together and also did a meditation, full of energy. And also
Yes,
another
Master.
thing I heard, Adi Shankara and also Mahavatar Babaji. I heard somewhere, but you have to read. Mahavatar Babaji actually taught also Adi Shankara, which is
Yes.
something, see, for million and millions of years they are there.
See, every decade, Mavatar Babaji has keep sending people to this world, so to their work, so that we all get enlightened day by day, means year by year of journey. So that, as you said, we have seen in Samadhi in Kedarnath and Sringeri also. Yes, you told Mata, right? That place we had all been there, so blessed. Even they're all following Sanskrit and all. They are teaching now for children all these rituals, so that they will cultivate this habit and bring that awareness to the society. They're following it there. It's
Yeah,
a nice,
it has been
beautiful
there.
place. Yes.
All the
There's
places, the
a
Veda Padasala is there, and lot of
meditation center also
wisdom,
is there.
research is
We
there. They
all
did
went,
lot of
yeah.
research. And
Yeah.
even the USA, they have a great center, Advaita Vedanta. There is a great center, great institution where Vivekananda established that when he was in the
Yes.
US, and it is going on. Anyway,
In short
Wonderful.
span of life, he has done a beautiful, great work. Though means he was alive only for 36 years, it seems. In that short time, he has done a lot of work. From top to bottom of India, he has traveled whole Indian places, and he has
at,
created these matas.
at the age of 32, he vacated his body.
Yes,
Yes.
yes, yes. Mm.
Similarly,
yeah,
also
Rashmi,
like Vivekananda.
I'm motivated to now look into all the great masters from Andhra, where I was born, and maybe Annamacharya and so many other
Please,
Bhakta
please bring
Ramdas.
Annamacharya.
Yes, I will also do that.
Please, ma'am, we want to
Yes,
listen,
yes. Yeah,
Annamacharya.
sure. I will try to do. Yeah.
And also another grand master also there, the other side, I think in Kadapa district, right? What is that, ma'am? It's a great master, which Patriji also talk about him a lot. And he has done a discourse based on it.
His guru Sadananda Yogi.
No, that is, no, that I know.
Ah,
One, he has really conducted a series of sessions about that particular master's wisdom. Whatever he brought it out, he explained it. Series of
okay.
series. I know that.
Okay, I'll look
Also
into
very
it,
good. I
sir.
think we should
Yeah.
bring out.
Yes,
Uh,
yeah. We have to, study, because this is actually, I just had this intuition that through this, like you're right, Jungle sir, we are connecting to their energies and their
absolutely.
consciousness. Yes.
Terrific. I
Yeah.
could feel that. I could feel
Yes,
very
you can
strongly.
feel. I can feel now. I'm actually outside the house,
Yeah.
but I can feel that energy of
He's around us.
Shankaracharya connecting. Yes. Wonderful. Thank you so much. Great. We have to, spread word so more masters can
We should
join
also
and
bring
take
out Patanjali Yogi.
advantage.
Anybody is interested? I have done that for Tamil session. Patanjali Yogi is also very, very important. He is
Patanjali.
also another.
Mhm.
He has brought out so many other things. And
Yes.
based on his work, a lot of things are happening all over the world. The
Yeah.
International Yoga Day, International Meditation Day, everything is around him.
Yeah. Sir, you can only do it since you have done it in Tamil. You can do it for us in English. We'll also get all that
I am happy
wisdom.
to do that, no problem. But
Yes.
let
Sir,
others.
sir, you mean Yogi Vemana from
Yeah,
Kadapa?
correct. Yoga
Oh, Vemanna.
Vemanna.
Yes. Yeah.
One more master also there. I will tell you what it is. Vemana definitely one. And in Andhra, he is a great grand master. I think we should bring his
Oh,
wisdom.
Veera Brahmendra Swami.
Veera Brahmendra.
Brahmendra Swami.
Yes,
Veera
Veera
Brahmendra
Brahmendra
Swami.
Swami.
Thanks for
Yes.
bringing to my
It
memory.
just came to me suddenly. Yes, Veera Brahmendra
Veera
Swami.
Brahmendra is a great grand masters.
Yeah.
Yeah, in our TOT batch, we have from all over India. I think from Gujarat, from Karnataka, Kerala.
Everywhere.
Many.
We
I
have to
think
bring it
if
out.
they can bring from each state, that will be very nice.
But all I will do
Yeah.
Indian masters. The reason I also want to take it for Jesus Christ. That is also
Yeah,
in my
Basilica is taking.
Yeah.
She just
Jesus
called
Christ,
me. Yeah.
messages of Jesus Christ. And also
Yes.
you have to compare Jesus Christ and Lord Krishna. There is some comparison going on.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great. Wonderful.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
Thank you, masters. Thank you, Rashmi, and all the
Thank you.
masters.
Thank you all.
I
Thank you all
will.
for joining. Yeah, thank you.
I will leave now. Thank you so
Thank
much,
you,
sir.
ma'am.
Jungle
Thank you
sir.
for your presence. Wonderful. Your
Thank you.
energy is excellent for us.
Thank you. Wonderful to
Thank
be
you.
with
Thank you, ma'am.
all of you.
Thank you all.
Thank
Thank you all,
Thank you,
masters.
Venkatakrishna ji.
Happy
Appreciate
weekend.
for the chat messages.
Thank
Yeah,
you,
happy
Jyoti.
weekend. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, Haripriya.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.